little video tonight. Probably a long time coming. If you follow my channel for any time at all, you'll probably have seen some reviews I've done of the Doc Martens for Life boots. Been wearing these, not these particular ones, but that brand, that model, since 2012. In fact, it was the reason I started the channel, because I wanted to share my experiences as I used those boots. What I found with the For Life boots, and I suspect with all Doc Marten boots, is that the tread on the bottoms wear down quite quickly, and that's a bit of a shame. But all through the way, people have commented, you need to try the Made in England boots. They are much better, they're made to a higher standard, and they're a better boot all round, really. Slight reservations about sort of jumping into the Made in England brand or Made in England models, because obviously they're not replaceable. They are resolable, and we'll get onto that a bit later, but I thought I really should check some out. So here they are. These are the Oxblood 1460s. Nice red burgundy box, old school style airwear label on the end there. The presentation of the box is great, much nicer than the For Life sort of utilitarian brown cardboard box. This kind of gives the impression of sort of finely made shoes. It's quite a nice box. So first impression's really good. Inside the box, you've obviously got a little leaflet telling you about how they're made, where they're made, the construction. These are made by hand. Nice little booklet giving you some facts and figures about the authentic Doc Marten style, how they're put together, the grooves on the side of the soles that they're so famous for. Quite a nice little booklet there. Obviously the Made in England vintage models. So quite a nice little booklet. And then of course you've got the boots. Just move the box over to one side. So onto the boots. Well, before we get onto the boots, actually, let's just pause for a moment. That was it in the box. Boots, leaflet, a couple of hand tags, and that was it. If you've had the the For Life boots before, you get some stuff for those. You get a little pot of Wonder Balsam, which is great for softening up the leather and ensuring it's waterproof. That's really quite a good thing to have in your box. That's worth, I don't know, £5. And you get a second pair of laces. I always find that I break a pair of laces probably 6-9 months, maybe a year tops, but always nice to have a spare pair of laces. So first impressions, lovely packaging. Bit disappointed not to get any extras. I know you don't always get it, but having had the For Life and comparing it to that product, a little bit disappointed. But onto the boots. Couple of hang tags, Made in England, and then just a little bit of background about the factory at Cobbs Lane at Wollaston, Northamptonshire. First made in 1960, April. And then the second hang tag just details the nature of the sole, lightweight, bouncy sole, oil, acid, insulating, all those sort of things which we know about these famous soles. So, onto the boots. We'll come in for some close-ups in a little moment, but just looking over them initially, this is the Quillian leather, which is a heavy, smooth leather, the sort of leather that Doc Martens are famous for. Not quite the greasy, oily leathers that you find on the For Life. And we will do a side-by-side comparison in another video for the For Life boots. But the Quillian leather is a heavy-duty, heavy-gauge, rough on the inside. First impressions are this is a sort of thickness that you find on something like Red Wing boots, quite a heavyweight leather. This will take some breaking in. The For Life boots don't really take much breaking in. This is going to take a little bit of work, and it will improve with age much more notably, I think. This is a leather which is designed to reproduce the style and weight and quality of their early boots. Maybe not so much the boots that Doc Martens have been known for in the last couple of decades, but this is everything that's good about a Doc Marten boot. This is handmade. Instantly I can see some tooling marks, some little marks around there where the sewing machine has worked those stitches in, and on the front there's slight variation in the depth between the yellow laces, or not the yellow laces, the yellow stitching in the edge, where you know that the hands of the lady or gentleman up the line in England has moved that across, cutting off the excess. Those little imperfections kind of make this that little bit more charming. All round, the stitching looks really good, and we'll come in for some close-ups. On the inside there, you've got a little quality control sticker inspected by Rose, so it feels that Rose is a very real person up at the factory. Yeah, they're looking really good. As I say, these aren't cheap boots, £160 I think they were, and I have my reservations because this sole is, to my eye, pretty much identical, aside from the Made in England stamp there. It's pretty much identical to the Doc Martens soles that I've known before, and I personally know that I can make these smooth and slippy with a good bit of wear within a year, and that's a bit of a shame for a £160 pair of boots. However, I have done a little bit of Googling, and you can get these resold. Not by Doc Martens themselves, but resold nonetheless, £40 or £50 depending where you go to. Authentic Doc Martens sole, which is pretty good. So that gives me some reassurance about longevity. The fit, having tried these on once, not having broken them in, they are a true to size fit, I'd say. I use a UK 8, these are a UK 8, they fit fine. I've got a relatively wide foot, not too bad in here with a medium weight pair of socks. So really looking forward to getting these broken in and checking them out. I think I might change these laces for the famous yellow laces, which just look so good with the Oxblood. Okay, well, let's go in for some close-ups and then I'll show you them. Just coming in for a few close-ups. As I said, you can see the little marks around the edge here where the sewing machine's been used to line in those stitches. Double stitching to the rear, triple stitch in a thicker yarn, thicker thread there. Around the front and sides, a famous yellow and orange stitching. If you look from the top there, you can see a slight variation in how it's been trimmed on the side. As I say, the sort of the handmade feel of these adds to the charm. The bellows tongue, half bellows, hand printed, made in England, size 8. And on the inside you can see, not lined at the top here, so slightly rough leather. A leather insole, that's different to other Doc Martens I've had. And just out of shot, which you probably will struggle to see, the vamp and the front of the boot is lined in a sort of wicking cotton material. Stitching up the back, obviously the airwear tab. Fairly standard sole, made in England. Okay, well that's about it. As I say, we'll be breaking these in, and we'll also do a side-by-side comparison of these with the 4 Life. Resoleable, high quality, made in England. They look like a good boot to me. Classic Doc Martens heritage in there. Really good. Really looking forward to trying these out. If you haven't seen my channel before, please check it out. Footwear is an absolute favourite of mine. Love trying out new boots. Quality denim, everyday carry, fountain pens, pen knives. I'm into cycling, playing the guitar. Recently got a Brompton bike as well, so a couple of videos coming up on that. Check out my channel. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Love it if you subscribed, and I hope that's helpful. Thank you very much. Bye bye.